Konnichiwa, o genki desu ka? The culture is incredibly rich. The food is insanely delicious. Everyone is so polite with you. The public transportation is always on time and they're so punctual about it. There's so much diversity in terms of geography and culture. Honestly, I could go on and on about how much I love the country, and there are so many reasons that make this country special to me. I always had a dream of renting a house in Kyoto or Osaka 1 month at a time in order to fully experience the culture there. Anyway, for these reasons, I started to learn and research more about this wonderful country. Number 1. The Greater Tokyo area is the most populated megacity in the world. The Greater Tokyo Metropolitan Area is made up of 3 prefectures, which it includes the capital of Japan, Tokyo, and with an estimated population of 40 million people, if I'm right about it. And yeah, it makes it the most populated megacity in the world. Number 2. There are crazy amount of active volcanoes in Japan. Wow. In total, you can find 110 active volcanoes in Japan, which 47 of them are closely monitored and watched by scientists because maybe they've recently erupted or there's some chance for the eruption of those volcanoes. Okay, let's go to number 3. Japan has the deepest underwater postbox in the world. The deepest underwater postbox in Japan is located in Susami, which is a famous fishing town in Wakayama Prefecture, and it was recorded by Guinness in 2002. And an underwater postbox is placed 30 feet under the water, and in Japan it has collected more than 32,000 males up to now. Number 4. Japanese have a deep affection to nature. Because of the deep harness of Shinto religion in the country, you can find a lot of Japanese people who do have this affection and appreciation for nature. Because of this Shinto religion and the Shinto religion, there are so many practitioners of Shinto everything from rivers to rocks to mountains, all of them were possessed by the streets. Number 5. Action. No melts ice cream. That's not really fun. I don't know. Okay, the title is kind of impossible because ice cream will melt eventually. But this ice cream that I'm talking about reportedly will stay still for a few hours. The discovery was accidentally made by some of the scientists that they were actually experimenting the chemistry of strawberries that ceased farmers from the affections of the earthquake 2011, if I'm right about it. So yeah, they made this discovery. If you need proof for these no melts or non-melts ice creams, you can just check out the video. Go to number Roku, which is number 6 in Japanese. There's a highway that goes through the building. It's so fantastic. Yes, you hear that right. In Osaka, the Hanshin Expressway goes directly through the Gate Tower building, 5th, 6th, and 7th floors. The workers of that building do not notice as the walls and floors of the building are soundproof. So yeah, the highway doesn't really touch the building. Let's go to number 9. With number 7. Unfortunately, Japan has a word for death by overwork, karashi. I wonder if there's any word for oversleeping or overthinking. Because I need that. Shame. No, I don't want to die by overwork. I want to leave. One of the things that you'll notice about Japanese people is that they do work really hard. Every day morning during rush hour, you're gonna see a lot of men and women. They're in dark color suits. They're starting into the subways in order to get to their works on time, as they're so punctual about it, as I said. And in the late night, you can see them that they're coming back to their homes, or maybe they're in bars, half asleep and exhausted. So it's not a big deal to actually use word karashi for hardworking Japanese people. Let's go to number 8. Japan has the 7th longest coastline in the world. Just beaten out Australia, Antarctica, and the United States as the top 10s in the world. In total, the coastline of Japan spans about 19,000 miles, including cliffs, hiking trails, sleepy coastal towns, and certain international fishing ports in the world. Q, which is number 9. Yeah. Okay, so I want to talk about number 4, which is actually kind of unlucky in Japan. There's a similarity between number 4 and the word for death in Japanese language. So that's why they don't use 4 in anything, because they think that it's kind of unlucky. You need to keep an eye out in Japan, and there isn't any number 4 in the floors of buildings, or they're gonna sell things in sets of 3 or 5. They're not gonna use 4 because it's kind of cursed. Number 10. Slurping the noodle is actually one of the signs of appreciation in Japan. You need to know that Japanese people do care about manners, but when it comes to a bowl full of noodles, there's only one way to eat it. Slurp it. Okay, so these are my chopsticks, and in order to slurp the noodles, you need chopsticks. So I want to teach you how to get them in your hands together. You need to put one of your fingers between these 2 chopsticks, and then yeah, it's done. So you can slurp the noodle. There isn't any noodle here, but we can imagine. Number 11, Juichi. Naps are encouraged in Japan. Okay, that doesn't mean that it's okay for you to take naps wherever or whenever you want to do it, but actually it's a good sign for your manager or for your boss that it shows you that you were working yourself to exhaustion, and it's definitely a good sign for them. And the last one is Juni, number 12. Japan is one of the safest countries in the world. Well, I think this is pretty well known, but in case you didn't know about it, is that Japan is one of the safest countries in the world. For example, if you want to walk in the streets, or if you want to leave your house for a week or more, if you want to come back to your home at midnight, which are really important for tourists to know that, is actually the safety in Japan. So don't worry about it. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching me. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe it right now. Sayonara!